Hey, what's up, everybody? Chris here, and I have received word that we're getting a fifth Matrix movie. I'm looking at an article from Variety right now, and I think this was released yesterday. But I just wanted to offer my thoughts on this. I don't usually do a ton of videos kind of reacting to the resurrection or revival or a continuation of major franchises, unless it's ones that I'm really invested in. I've done that with Indiana Jones before, and when I found out we were getting a fourth Matrix, I made a video kind of speculating what the focus of that might be. So let's talk about this briefly. The title here says Matrix 5 is in the works with Drew Goddard as director, Lana Wachowski as executive producer. So from what I've gleaned about this so far, let me close this ad so I can actually read what's on my computer here. This looks like it's going to be potentially a new approach to the franchise that we don't really have a ton of details, right? It says it's not clear who from the Matrix universe, whether it's Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, who have anchored the previous movies, will return. But apparently, Drew Goddard came to Warner Brothers with an idea for a fifth film, and they liked it, and they wanted to move forward with it because, of course, The Matrix is a cash cow, right? Even though I thought the fourth Matrix, I think it was Resurrections, that was the title, right? I thought it was terrible, honestly. You can watch my review if you want to check that out for when it was released, but I really disliked it a whole lot, even more so than Revolutions or Reloaded. Just didn't like the direction they took things with, even though it had a ton of potential. Didn't like the way it was hashed out in its final form. So the idea of a fifth movie, I think, is kind of scary, right? I mean, clearly they're just making this because they know that people are going to watch it and it's going to make money. And I mean, I'm saying all this, and of course I will watch it, probably, right? Unless it just, I get wind of the trailer and it just looks like it's completely terrible and a complete waste of time, then maybe I won't watch it, but probably I will watch it. But what I would like to see from this is maybe a completely different direction or a completely different set of characters, which is not to say that Neo isn't awesome. One of the best sci-fi characters ever invented, I think, right? And then The Matrix is like in my top 10. It's at the Mount Rushmore of sci-fi movies. But, in the same way that I would like to see things explored in the Star Wars universe that are not directly connected to the Skywalkers, like different things, I kind of want to see that with The Matrix, and that might show up in the form of a prequel film. Maybe, post Resurrections or something like that. This is a new set of characters who are doing different things. Maybe there's a new one, right? Maybe it's not the same iteration of Neo that looks like Keanu Reeves. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. But the problem, I think, really the bigger problem with these types of sequels is there's always kind of this effort, I think, to recapture the magic of the original film, and it just cannot be done, right? I mean, the original Matrix was philosophically mind-bending, mind-blowing, and the whole idea of, we live in a computer-generated dream world, a VR world, we're controlled by an AI, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of relevance to that today, right, with the growth of AI programs. I'm using that term loosely because it's not truly AI. Algorithmic programs that can do a lot of fascinating and interesting things, and scary things, potentially. But the whole idea of the wool is pulled from your eyes as a viewer too, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a mind-blowing thing, because they did such a great job in the first movie of setting up that big reveal for what was really going on. You can't replicate that, right? I mean, maybe they can come up with a new unique story that's worth sort of returning to the rabbit hole, going down the rabbit hole, like Alice in Wonderland, referencing the first movie, for. But I don't know, man. I'm just super skeptical about this. I don't know that anything worthwhile is going to come from it. Now, as far as Drew Goddard is concerned, right, just sort of reminding myself about his background, right? So let's see. Goddard was nominated for an Oscar for writing The Martian. I love that movie, but really, the Andy Weir wrote the book, right? So that's kind of where the skeleton and the meat of that came from. His other feature film credits include Cloverfield and World War Z. Those are good. And he was writer-director on The Cabin in the Woods. I thought it was M. Night Shyamalan. Maybe he also was like a second unit director or something. I don't know. Bad Times at the El Royale. I have not seen that. So I'm sure he's a very talented filmmaker. I just am really skeptical about this being anything worthwhile. So I don't know. If you're excited about this, let me know what you think in the comments below. Or if you think it's going to be total garbage, let me know that too. Either way, thanks for watching, and I'll check back in soon.